And I'm going to call this meeting to order. If you'd stand for the pledge, please. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. And can I have a motion to go into executive session for the purpose of discussing the employment of a particular person?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor? And that carries. We're going into executive session, and we will reconvene to recognize any guests and to adjourn. There will be no other business happening during our meeting.
Do we wake you up?
Are we good?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm reconvening our meeting at 8:02, and can I have a motion to add an item to the agenda? The motion is to discuss roundtable issues.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor? Motion carries unanimously. And that brings us to talking about the roundtable. So if the public's not aware, we spent a good portion of our day on Thursday. At some point or another, every single board member was involved. We met with students from the high school, we met with students from the middle school, and we met with our faculty for roundtables. There were a number of issues that came up that we would like to have added to our next agenda. There's some things that we need for the superintendent to have some time to look into, and the list is going to be read by the district clerk.
Okay, so on the list is vaping, scheduling, swimming, discipline, the Sandy Hook system, bullying/social media, financial literacy curriculum, the academic center at the high school, basketball student section, announcements in the high school, lunchroom, and backpacks. And then continuing to the middle school, test, makeup, and band lessons, videotaping from home, PE and music lessons, lockers in the II in middle school, students not able to go to the bathroom when requested, and buses, and that's it.
And did we have the other big thing that they brought up is the block schedule?
Yes.
I did say
Right.
schedule.
Is that part of the block?
Yeah.
That- yeah.
Yeah.
And just real quick on that one is they said there's no freshman study hall, and that they said, the teachers said that in their mind it could be a way just to cut staff, and it's not beneficial to the students. They brought that up, and then one teacher brought up is that we don't have, currently like an honors Regents, a non-Regents program, and not enough electives.
Honors program.
And also a non-competitive PE
Gym.
class.
Nurses?
There was, when you say no freshman study hall, is it that because they don't have study hall, we're cutting staff?
Well, what they were saying two things. Because of the current schedule, that the kids who need study hall don't have time to get the extra help they need because they have no study hall in the schedule. And they're saying that they feel, or not, I should say all of them, that the transition from the block schedule to the current schedule was done so you could cut staff and cut the teachers. I'm not saying I have a direct correlation.
No.
That's the.
Yeah, no, that's okay, I just know when we switched, no teacher was cut, but I'll look into it, maybe
Well,
I'm
Doug,
wrong.
in addition to that, they had mentioned that there's a deadline March 8th
For a
for,
form.
Yes.
Yes, they
Yeah,
talked
the-
about the transition between 8th grade to 9th grade
Yeah.
and how parents aren't well informed about what it is they're
The form's-
actually signing off
The
on
form's
with the
complicated to fill
scheduling.
out.
Right.
It's complicated to fill out.
And it's lacking a lot of useful information that would give them further guidance.
And it's due on the 8th. They'd
March
like to
8th,
see
yeah.
that,
Yep.
they'd like to see that change.
I believe it isn't the scheduling form that they fill
Yes.
out.
It's the
Yeah,
scheduling
it's
form.
scheduling, from, I'm sure they're right with what they, because I don't know.
when we met with the teachers, we also had the nurses talk with us. That should probably be a,
Adequate nursing
Yes.
coverage.
adequate nursing coverage. Do we have that? I think that was it.
No, there was one other thing. That it was brought up that currently there's no counselor available through Gateway Longview.
Yeah, that's a
Counselor's
Gateway
out on
thing,
maternity
yeah.
leave and there's no replacement. I don't know if there's anything that can be done.
Chris is working
Yeah,
on it with
that,
Gateway. Yeah, it's a Gateway thing.
Yeah,
and
but
we're
that,
struggling
you know,
with
it
someone.
just seems that substitutes are just seem to be a problem all over.
Yeah. You want me to look into that? I mean, it'd be asking Gateway, but Gateway says they don't have anyone to replace it. I already know that answer. Because actually I was talking to Chris about it today and talked to him a couple months ago about
Well,
it.
that should be the answer. I mean,
Yeah.
your point, the answer is Gateway doesn't have it.
Okay, Gateway staff.
Just back to that March 8th thing, it indicated that the counselors were just filling the schedule and a lot of prerequisites aren't being met for classes, so if it's a.
Yeah, freshmen are being
County
allowed
classes.
in classes that you would really see a junior in, you know, or they
Yeah.
would have to
They're
have
not
some
age
other.
appropriate.
There should be
Yep.
some other
Well,
prerequisite.
it's not age, it's nothing to do with age, it has to do with
Right.
prerequisites, is what
Yeah,
you're saying.
prerequisites,
Yeah,
yeah.
prerequisites.
They did talk about how they thought that a lot of students were filling their schedules in their sophomore and freshman years so that they could kind of relax a little bit, so that by the time they got to be seniors, they could have senior privilege. And that.
And that's causing
And that's
some
causing
problems.
some problems too, because that's another reason why they might not have a study hall, is because they're filling in their schedule too much. That parents are not aware of how many credits a student actually needs to graduate. And so students are making it so they can get all those credits early on and,
These were their arguments for a return to the block schedule.
yeah.
Is what it
So
was.
stuff to look at.
Okay, parents not know credits.
And so, we'll add that to our agenda for our board discussion, so that we can have a richer conversation about what we heard in our roundtables
And
at our
they'll have
next
the
meeting.
data so we can.
But-
Yeah, and some of these I might have to
This
break
gives you an
into other
opportunity.
meetings, because there's a list of them, and I might have to have
There
guest
was
speakers
one
come,
other-
like, from the high school about the scheduling and stuff.
There was one other issue that was mentioned several times, and it had to do with, I think, you know, the general feeling that our teachers have, you know, coming to work. And one of the things they mentioned was the interior of the high school and needing a cosmetic facelift. You know, everything is, you know, so old, you know, the old tile and, you know,
That might be something where,
they said the outside looks beautiful, you
Yeah.
know, it looks like a big bar, and then you walk inside and, you know, you've got, you know,
when's our
50,
next,
60-year-old.
when's our next building survey, condition report?
Yeah.
When do we start building out for our next capital project? That ties into all of that, I think.
Some of the teachers from Wales expressed similar outdated classrooms.
Especially the rooms that are flooding.
Yeah, the flooding room.
Yeah, I'll see, I'll try to find out what
Yeah,
rooms are.
and, you know, the
flooding.
window issue, just things
Yeah.
like that that need follow-up.
Windows can't open.
What building was the window issue in?
Well,
Marola?
Windows-
Oh,
And
was it Wells?
Yeah,
The room that you walk down into.
Oh, maybe I have the wrong building then. Maybe it is Marilla.
So Marilla windows,
The flooding was Wales.
The flooding was, okay.
Marilla window,
There's one
Wales
classroom in Wales
flooding.
that's so bad that they need a garbage can after, it was Etna, is the garbage can that collects the water from
Okay.
the one. I mean, not good teaching condition.
Okay.
I think they have problems too with the windows.
Are there any other
Yeah, Marilla.
concerns that weren't on the list
Wales.
that somebody wants to bring
I'll
up?
ask there too.
All right, then that would move us to recognition of guests. There are no guests to be recognized, which then brings us to our adjournment. And I have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All discussion. All in favor? And we are adjourned at 8:11.
Thank you.